Today we are flying business class on the magnificent Airbus A380, one of 12 in the British Airways fleet. But a magnificent plane does not necessarily mean a magnificent business class experience. What if you have a screen that doesn't want to be watched?
Well, it's just ridiculous. Just completely...
Freebies that should come with a health warning.
So don't stop the DVTs, but they do make you nice and warm as you're having a DVT.
A privacy screen that wakes the neighbours.
Just woke up. Sorry, Adam.
A hot towel that could attract lawsuits.
They are very hot.
And tech from before Jeff Bezos was plotting to sell books from his garage.
It's like a Super Nintendo from the 90s, coupled with a BlackBerry from the 90s.
This cabin may be older than my great-uncle's glass eye, but does that matter when there's tasty distractions?
Aviation gin. Thank you, Ryan Reynolds. Wrexham.
Well, this is a review, and we give you the answers. Let's go.
Nothing better than a warm focaccia, is there?
Well, hello and welcome to London Heathrow, Terminal 5. We're in B Gate Business Lounge because today we're flying business class, British Airways on the A380 from London to Boston, the US. So come along with us. Nice to have you on board. Now, we're not going to go much on the business class lounges in Terminal 5. There's three, one in the north, one south lounge, and one at B Gates, which is where we are today. Because we went into the south lounge one, it was absolutely heaving with people. Couldn't find a seat anywhere, despite going round and round and round. I mean, we might as well have just been in the main terminal. So we took a gamble, because the A380s normally go from C gates and sometimes B gates because of their size. Obviously, they can't just go anywhere in the airport. So we thought, well, we're going to come down to B gates and come into the newly refurbished business class lounge. And here we are. And it's fabulous. It's much, much nicer than the one we came out of, the south one. It's got this beautiful Whispering Angel bar, which is new. And just had something nice to eat. And of course, a nice glass of wine. So the flight today, as I said, was on an A380. And according to Flight Radar, this one is 8 years old. So it's not too old for an A380. And we'll have to see what the business class cabin is like, because I've seen reviews and they ain't good. Not compared to other A380s like Emirates that have just done out their business class cabins. And we've been on, the only other business class flight we've been on an A380 is an Emirates one to Dubai. And it was a really, really good experience. So they've got a lot of competition, a lot to live up to. Let's see whether this is very good indeed, or whether it's just, Premium economy cabin just behind us. And then this is the business class cabin here. Helen's got a aisle view. Anyway, so first impressions. Well, we've got loads of legroom. I'm 5'11", so average build. We've got a great view out of the window here of the wing, the two giant, beautiful engines, and an A380 beside us. Look at that. And I've got three windows. 1, 2, 3. These storage bins are really good. Two massive storage bins. In this configuration, we have a little chat window. I call it a chat window. Helen is going to obviously pull that up later on. She doesn't want to see my ugly mug. So in my little amenity kit here that I brought with me, absolutely massive, these storage bins. Got myself a plug. I'm going to plug in there. There you go. Instant power. Oh. Feel the power. Thank you very much. Thank you. Take a picture of that. Cheers. Cheers. So we've just been handed the in-flight menu while everyone else is boarding. Club World, I love that. I could get used to that, but I mustn't get used to that because it doesn't happen very often. Once in a blue moon and a green moon and everything else. Let's have a look. A tipple from the bar. Aviation. I do like the aviation gin, don't you, Helen? Once you've settled in and feeling comfortable, let our culinary team tempt you with mouth-watering seasonal specialities. Okay. I think I might go for the chicken breast because it's from Cornwall. We do like Cornish things. Vanilla kind of sticky toffee put. Oh my dear. Little nibble before you land.
Looks nice.
It all looks very nice, doesn't it? Now on the other side is the wine list. Champagne, white wines, nice Sauvignon Blanc there. Not keen on Chardonnay, but lots of people are. Pinot Noir, I do like that. Oh, we've got port here as well from the Douro Valley, honey.
Nice.
Have a bit of that, won't we? One of the quite comical and frustrating things we found sitting backwards on takeoff is that the monitor doesn't actually stay open because the aircraft is going the other way. And there doesn't seem to be any sort of click in place for this. And it just, well, it's just ridiculous. Just completely flops back every time I let go. So, I found one solution though, although it does lead to my bag leg cramps after about 5 minutes. So back to the old iPad, I think. Well, at least until we level off and hit cruise mode. Okay, now we're on the climb. I would show the altitude, but the monitor won't stay in place. Show you a little bit some of the amenities that you get in business class on British Airways. You get these over-the-ear headphones. I wish they wouldn't call them noise cancelling because they're not really. They're noise isolating. If you're an audiophile, you know the difference between the two. They're not active. Helen likes them though. She says they're very good. She's already watching a movie. We've literally not even reached like 5,000 feet. What is she watching? Oh my goodness, some period weird thing. Anyway, so you've got your monitor here, and then you've got this lovely table that folds down and across, and then it slides all the way back here. So you've got a lovely tabletop there for meals, drinks, and laptop work, which is something I might do a little bit later, because it just feels so that you can. It feels a bit more private in here. Look at that, very little cubicle. So that's the table. Hold that back for now till we get some lovely things. You've seen down here. You've got the power socket and a USB socket. This is a multi-use power socket, multi-plug. And here's a little drawer, and you've got a bottle of water, which is what I will crack open shortly, and a little white company amenity kit exclusively for British Airways. Beautiful hand model here is going to show us what's in it. We've got an eye mask, which is a white company eye mask, very nice. Got some socks, they look like flight socks. They're not flights or compression socks, they don't stop the DVTs, but they do make you
nice and warm as you're having a DVT. This is nice. That's luxury lip balm, which I'm sure comes in handy. Your dry lips. Ear plug. That's a good one. Yes, we like that. And what have we got there? What? What is that? Spa. What is it? What? Lavender casual. Is that a lip balm? Isn't it? Oh, well, that is. What is that? It's a gentle moisturizer. Good. That's nice. And we also have here, what do we have? A dental kit with Colgate toothpaste and it looks like a bamboo toothbrush, which is very environmentally friendly. So there you go. There's your little amenity kit. Oh yeah. Harrogate spring water. Been producing water since 1571. Huh. Who knew? Oh, the ancestors of Harrogate, obviously. Oh, here we go. Oh, thank you very much indeed. Thank you. Thank you.
Thanks.
They are very hot. That is a hot towel. What do I do with it? Do I use my hands or face? What's it going to be? She like giving out the hot towels. I think she shot me the look like, what are you doing? I tell you what I'm doing. Wiping my face with a hot towel. Marvellous. While Helen's gone to the loo, I thought I'd show you her seat. Nice wide seats and pillow. It's a lovely big pillow, I've got to say. They are very, very comfy. Especially if you put the pillow behind your back. It's really lovely. Down the side here, you've got your remote control for the screen I can't look at because it keeps flapping back. And you've got these retro style RGB sort of connectors for something that really the designers of the A380 should have thought, are they going to be around in a few years' time? Am I going to need RGB to plug in my VCR that I'm bringing on board with me in business class? No. I don't quite know what they're for, but they're very colourful. And you've got a USB-A here, which is something I wouldn't expect a USB-C to be here, to be fair, because it's 8 years old, and I think USB-C probably isn't around then. And then you've got the plug here for your movies, to put these in. And it would be great if I could see a movie on the screen that I cannot see. But I plug my own ones in there. I bring my own wired headphones. And they work quite well. Yeah. So this is like, if you're familiar with British Airways, this is the traditional British Airways handheld device, as I would call it. Looks like if you're familiar with games of the 80s, looks like a pocket Simon with all these lovely coloured buttons and a digital display that says OD on it. You can't play Snake on it, it's far too small. And a button with an aircraft on, if I don't want to press it, just in case something bad happens to the aircraft. And a whodunit button, look, a little magnifying glass. So that's if you want to play electronic Cluedo, I think. The top here is if you have a child, if you don't want children, and if you have a bright idea. So that's good. So that's a very innovative thing for parental control and bright ideas. And on the back, well, you wouldn't believe this, would you? I mean, look at that. It's like a Super Nintendo from the 90s, coupled with a BlackBerry from the 90s, and a small joystick from looks like a PS2. So you've got a Super Nintendo BlackBerry PS2. I think that's great. The seatbelt sign is off, so I'm going to just take that off
The one thing about an A380 is it's beautifully smooth. It always seems to be, unless you hit turbulence, of course, when it's dog rough. But it's always a beautifully smooth experience. And I'm going to take this out here, because I took this Takeoff. I'm going to bung them in there. I don't think I need them. I'm going to try and work this out. This is the footrest. You can just flap that down there. Gosh, that's easy. Look at this. Not to be used as a seat or a step, but I'm telling you now, I can get my feet on it. Oh, that is good. I love it. Oh. Right, what's inside this bag? I'll have to open it with another hand, so you have to cut here. Oh, a little seal on it. Open the bag! I am opening the bag. Oh, look at that. It's got a little quilt and what looks like a mattress for your flatbed. And so, unflap this beautiful white stuff quilt that Helen has already utilised. I have a gin and tonic calling. The tech is not complying. Here it is. So what we end up with here, I'm just going to show the folks at home, true Blue Peter style. I've got to put my feet up, and I'm going to reach across Helen for my gin and tonic, and show you folks. Grab my iPad, because that's what's going to go in my earpods very soon. Put that there. I'll tell you what, if you're by the window, this shelf here is absolutely invaluable, because you've got these little storage bins you can chuck stuff in. 20 minutes into the flight, and Helen's got her footrest down, blanket on, probably girly film on, and she's in her element. Look at that.
Bags down, stick in the
Bags there. She's just waiting for her post-takeoff drink.
Just waiting for ginseng.
Yeah, it'll be here any minute. I'm sure, because that guy across the way has already got his. The drinks have been served. Oh, can you put that down there, please? That's okay, I'm with her. She won't be annoyed. Thank you very much. Look at that. I've got an aviation gin and tonic. Helen's got the...
That's yours, and this is mine.
Wow. Can you pass it over, darling? The leverage might not work in your favour if I spill it. Cheers. Aviation gin. Thank you, Ryan Reynolds. Wrexham. I've plugged in the charger now with USB-C cable. It's all looking absolutely good here on in. Apart from the one thing, the monitor test. Here we go. We're at cruise now. We're at an altitude of 38,000 feet, so it's cruising altitude. And let's give it a test, shall we? My MacBook out. I've got my feet up. I've got a gin and tonic on the side. Got a bottle of water if I want to hydrate. I've got a beautiful view. Now I've got my phone charging. In fact, I can charge up to 3 things, and another one here. Slowly, that one, slowly. I've got a fast charger there, and I'm down to 10% battery on my watch. I can plug my watch in, just have it there. I mean, for someone who has spent their whole lives flying economy, this is crazy good. I'm doing a review. Helen's just sitting watching a movie.
got 5 hours and 28 minutes left. At 38,000 feet, we are, well, I don't know where we are, but
Somewhere in the Atlantic Ocean.
the food has arrived. This is our starter, our first course. It's the beetroot tartare. Helen and I have got exactly the same thing. Look at that, that does look lovely, doesn't it? I've got a glass of sparkling water, some Sauvignon Blanc. We've got a nice little salad.
Bread looks nice.
Bread looks really good, doesn't it? And we've got the tartare here. All the cutlery wrapped up nicely. My watch on charge. My phone on charge. Yeah, that looks nice, doesn't it? I've got my proper napkin, and I spy some delicious looking branded steel knives and forks. That's what we like. None of this plastic rubbish you get in steerage. Well, lots of knives actually. You've got this lovely piece of bread here. It's got 3 different toppings that are very flaky and bound to go absolutely everywhere, all over you. But the bread is slightly warm, it's nice. Business class, where have you been all our lives? I'll tell you where you've been. Financially out of reach. And you still are. No, I've just dived into the side salad. It's got a... You remember the... you're a child of the 70s and 80s. Heinz salad dressing on it, which I haven't had for absolutely years. I don't think we've ever bought it as a married couple. But do you know what? I've forgotten how wickedly good it is. It must be so bad for you. But oh my goodness. It's like a throwback. I wouldn't normally eat the side salad, but the you, Heinz? I'm going to make an exception today. Retro. Apart from the yellow tomato. Wouldn't have had that in the 70s. They'd have thought you were weird. Even the bottom of the glass is corporate branded. If, dear viewer, you are enjoying this review and you are finding it useful and informative, we've got quite a few aircraft reviews on our channel. We mainly focus on cruising, but on the odd occasion, when it warrants it, we will do a aircraft review, because if I feel in the mood and stupid enough, I'll do one. Today is one of those days. Do give them a look, and there might be something you find quite useful and entertaining there. Thank you very much. Oh, and also too, while you're at it, please give us a like, which is a lovely thumbs up. Leave us a comment as to how annoying we are, and annoying I am. Helen's not, she's just watching a film. And please consider subscribing as well, because we do lots of travel. We go all over the world, and you might find that quite interesting. You may, or you may not. But the choice is yours. As I say, it's a free world. Well, I think it's free. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's just an illusion. I think you would probably call this the healthy option, because there's no like carbs with it at all. It's just like mushrooms, peppers, chicken, and zoom. So yeah, it might not be for everyone, but it's not that bad. I could do with the, well, I'm saving the carbs for the dessert. Sticky toy time. Actually, doesn't look bad at all, does it? What do you think, Helen? Yeah. Well, look at that. That didn't touch the sides. Well, we are editing. Helen's having a kip. And we found this secret button on top of here. So if you press it, that, it's electric. Bye-bye, Helen. If I press it again, because I'm not unsociable. Just woke her up. Sorry, Helen.
Sorry about that.
So we've just woken up from a snooze, an hour and 10 minutes from touching down. I've got a nice focaccia here and a chocolate muffin. Not bad at all. It's actually warm focaccia. Nothing better than a warm focaccia, is there?
Although this review has been a little tongue-in-cheek, I hope you can see from our little joyous faces we really enjoyed our business class experience. Halley's Comet comes around more often than we do business class, so maybe we were just drenched in dopamine from the occasion of it all. They say a year is a long time in politics, but it's also true to say that 8 years is a long time in aircraft interior design. The screens haven't aged well at all. If you can get them to stay in a viewable angle, are just awful by today's standards. Despite the age of the cabin and equipment, which seems almost Victorian compared to the refurbed BA 777s and the newer A350s in the fleet, the service from the cabin crew was flawless from start to finish. The drinks were plentiful and constantly offered, and despite the rather unusual main course dish that didn't do justice to the chicken farmers of Cornwall, the food was befitting of the class. But this is an A380, a fan favourite, an aircraft truly beloved by millions. Would you overlook these shortcomings for a ride in this legendary airplane? After all, you can't choose which plane you're given on any given route, can you? Watch these next, where we do a deep dive into the world of Virgin's questionable Dreamliner upper class and try out the highly regarded Emirates A380 business class. Thank you.